Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show, streaming on my LinkedIn and my YouTube. And if it should ever be repurposed to other platforms, wherever you may listen to podcasts or live shows. So, first, I want to say my apologies. I uh, chose to skip last week because I didn't really have much going on that second week of June. So I figured, you know what? I don't really have much to say, so I'll skip it. Well, tonight I do have a lot to say. First, I will talk about the autism segment um, of my show. So, this is going to tie into one of the events that I attended over the past week. This was a one of the chamber networking events. This was a member appreciation event, and there were some fun games going on, but it was a little bit uh, overstimulating for me, or a little overwhelming. One of those, and the game wasn't bad, but it was filling out a few fun facts about you, and then the next part was going and getting initials on those who share those same things with you. That was a little bit overwhelming for me, and especially because people from this chamber I don't get to see all the time. Um, so that was why um, I stopped participating in the games at that point. And I did tell the appropriate person from the chamber about this in a nice way. I expressed how it made me feel, but that I also enjoyed seeing everybody have fun with it. So um, I did what I had to do in that situation to, um, you know, uh, not let things get too out of hand, especially because I love this chamber and I love this town's community. So I guess my message is that it's okay to speak up, and as long as it is in a respectful way. And I say that because in another group that I've known for a number of years now, there was somebody also on the autism spectrum who had a what was going on, um, and didn't want to be like that. So, but then again, I have all the tools, which are in large part because of how well my mom has worked with me um, throughout my life, but also what I've learned over the years too. So that is that. Now on to the fun part, the events. So that week before last Monday, I didn't do much of anything. There were a few events I was considering, but one of them was in my state's capital, and which is Trenton. And um, if you know Trenton, you know that you have to really plan and really be careful what areas you're going to in Trenton. And so I was like, yeah, a little too much for me. So I'm not going to do that. What I did do, however, was I did um, go to a brewery that just closed. This brewery I had just met back in early March at a not a networking, but a social outing, a age group based social outing, and found out they were closing, and um, one of the owners has kept up with me um, over the past few months. So it was my way of saying thank you, and also know that sometimes you don't need a lot of interactions to really have an impact on somebody's life. This past week, I had a lot of events. Now, I did reference the one where I had that autism moment. That was on Wednesday. But before that, on Monday, I attended for the fourth time uh, a a Biz Fest for Somerset County Business Partnership. It is a lot of fun every year. Hundreds of people come out to see a bunch of vendors for a few hours at the ballpark of the Somerset Patriots. I love that. The next day was a very relaxed networking event for the chamber that I'm a board member of. I referenced Wednesday's event, the member appreciation, which, by the way, also had 70s music theme. So it was kind of a disco night thing. No, I don't have disco clothes, but at this time at least, but it was fun hearing 70s music, 1970s music. And then Thursday, this past Thursday, I attended a networking event for the Young Professionals Alliance group that I've been a part of for nearly 6 years now. And that was fun. And it was a uh, tropical slash Hawaiian night themed thing at a luxury hotel for dogs. Yes, a dog luxury hotel. And I chose not to take the tour because the smells were a little bit much for me, but I did still enjoy my time there, even though it was raining when I got out. And then this past weekend, despite the little bit of hot weather, I did I did manage to mow the lawn before it got too hot, but I attended a street fair in my local area that I had never attended before. All these years I've been going to street fairs. I finally attended this specific town's street fair. It was Dunellen, the town that Sydney McLaughlin Lavorne is originally from. And then the next day, I chose to attend the East Brunswick Summer Market. Um, and that was a lot of fun in 3 hours. It was close by, which was good. I did sacrifice an event that I've attended on an annual basis over the last several years, um, which I was sad to not go to, but it was a little bit further away. The weather was hot, and we had thunderstorms in the morning before they cleared out by noon, or pretty much by noon. And on Sunday, yeah, I had uh, one of my local friends painted a puzzle piece on my hand in different colors: green, yellow, blue, and red. And I also got a neurodiversity pen. So, yeah, lots of fun. And I I can't believe I've been doing this on Restream for almost half a year now. We're coming up on half a year of doing this, and it's been great. I I've only missed a few weeks streaming this to LinkedIn in addition to my YouTube has been very beneficial for me. And I look forward to the next half a year. I do plan on coming on next week as of now, but I'm probably going to move it to Tuesday for circumstances that um, I can't really talk about right now. Doesn't directly involve me, but it does involve some movement around the house. I don't have my own studio room that I'm doing this, so I will move it most likely, but I still plan on coming on. So um, that is that. So thank you for however much you listened to this episode, and I I look forward to being back next week, hopefully. And until the next time I come on, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace. Take care.